to all the students, offline as well as online children. Today we are going to revise note making. I guess what word or fourth time we're going to revise so that you do it in the right way. In the test you didn't do it well, so that's why there is need to revise it once again. Finally, for the final time. Okay. Note making. You need to remember a few points. I'll be writing value points first. What you need to keep in mind. Fine, passage obviously you have to read, but something you need to keep in mind, it should be short and compact. Do not go for, I saw many students were writing complete sentences, paragraphs, which is to be avoided. You're not supposed to write complete sentences and paragraphs in all. Short and compact, it should be fine, but it doesn't mean that information should not be given. Complete information. After reading the notes, one should get complete information what is there in the passage given to you. Suppose you get passage of 4 paragraphs, it can be of 2 paragraphs, or it can be of 6 or 8 paragraphs as well. You will not count here, there are 2 paragraphs, so I will write 2 subheadings. No, minimum 4 subheadings and maximum 6, not more than that. Okay, don't go for too much 8, 9, 10 subheadings. No. And do not write 2, 3 subheadings as well. Standard or average number is 4. Okay, minimum 4, maximum 6. It depends the kind of passage you have got. Okay, so short and compact plus complete information should be there. At the same time, it should be logical and understandable, perceivable. Means when you sometimes notes are there, we read it, you have used such abbreviations, such sort of notes that we are not able to understand what is there, the message is there, what information is given to us. After reading the notes, one should be able to understand what is there in the passage. Right? Like do's and don'ts hote hain, jaise should do this, should do that, and that means phrases and words you are supposed to use, but important ones which carry the basic information of the whole passage. Yeah, just why we use note making? To save the time. Right? That notes are there. You need not, after reading the notes only, one is able to get the message, what is there in the message. Yeah. So these points to be kept in mind should be short, compact, and in the form of phrases. Basically, sentences can also be there, but short sentences. Do not go for paragraphs. A big no. You will not write paragraphs in notes. Clear? On the basis of what you have done. Clear? Now these are the points to be kept in mind. Now let me tell you the structure of what is there in the note making. These points to be kept in mind in the format. First of all, heading is there. You will know the pattern, but these things you need to remember. Heading or title, whatever you say. Then subtitles or subheadings. See, heading should be up to 3-4 words. Avoid one word titles. Suppose you got a passage, we will be doing one example. Art of conversation. This is the title, Art of Conversation. Some children will write conversation, listening, speaking. That should not be the title. Title should be able to convey as the message. Right? Suppose the message given in the whole passage is how to communicate, how to converse, how to clarify the messages to the other person. So we chose the title Art of Conversation. Okay? But you will be using the word heading as well. You will be writing heading hyphen Art of Conversation. Or you will be using title word likhe hyphen Art of Conversation, so that it is clear to us that this is your title. Okay, double underline this as well. 3 to 4 words. Then we have subheadings. How many subheadings? 4 to 6 subheadings should be there, depending upon the length of the passage. But minimum 4, maximum 6. Next point is Notes. Now, the notes which you are making, that should be in the form of, again, I told you already, phrases or short sentences. But it should, give the basic message. Important phrases, important short sentences you should write rather than writing the extra information. Concentrate on the main information, right? Then after that, abbreviations. While making the notes, side by side, you have to use abbreviations as well. Where to use abbreviations? You can use abbreviations in notes, so you have to use. But in subheadings also sometimes you can use, but not in heading. Avoid using abbreviations in heading. Sometimes children write art of conversation, art of CUNV. Try to avoid, right? But in subheadings or in notes specifically, you have to use how many abbreviations now? The standard minimum is 4. But to say, because sometimes you use invalid abbreviations as well. There is difference between valid and invalid abbreviations. Suppose you are there is one word, art of a conversation is there. You cannot use AR for art. Obviously, it's already a short word. Conversation. This word carries. You can make one abbreviation out of it. CONV. That can be environment ka ENV, education ka EDU, doctor ka DR, and ka the symbol. Therefore, symbol. Right? You can use symbols as well, but not all the symbols. Words also you have to use in between. Clear? So, teacher का TEA नहीं हो सकता, doctor का DOC हो सकता है. It depends. So you have to be smart enough to perceive which word can be abbreviated and which word to be left alone. Clear? How many abbreviations again? Minimum 4, maximum 8. Not more than that again. Let's say 8 be standard is 6. Because sometimes suppose 2 wrong ho gaye, so you have the package, or corrector also there. So 6 is the appropriate number of abbreviations, but just for the sake of minimum 4, maximum 8 abbreviations. Yeah. So these are the points which should be there. Very important points of note making. Some children are able to write good note making, but they lack here numbering and indentation. Now let me tell you what it is. Everything will be clear to you. Just note down the points, then we will do the format and one example that will be more clear. Numbering and indentation. When I get your paper, fine, you did in the test. When most of you were over, we didn't even appear in the test. They don't know where to stand when it comes to note making. When we have the first look of the note making as a whole, we are not reading it. Getting my point? I have not started reading the note making. I am just opening the page, and first look is indentation and numbering. Like, I just perceive title is written. Okay, 1 mark for the title. Title ke niche we have to observe. Fine. First subheading, second subheading, third subheading, fourth subheading. Numbering is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, in under first subheading 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 notes are there. Under second subheading 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 mathematically no. And under third subheading, yes, Weber, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. How many points? Nobody asked me how many points are required. Minimum 3, maximum 5 again. Right? Under the subheading, suppose you are writing first subheading, importance of conversation, right? Then 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 tak to hona hi chahiye. 1.4, 1.5, that is your choice. Okay? So proper numbering should be there and indentation. Now what do you mean by indentation? When you write beta subtitles, let me show you here. format करके, that will be giving you more clarity. These points are clear. In this, add one more point: summarization or summary. Yes, Anjali, am I clear, online children? Summarization or summary, it should be up to 100 to 120 words. Only 10 to 12 lines, I guess. Fine, summary should be there. That is part of your note taking. These points should be kept in mind while making notes. Clear? Now we will do one example. Shall I raise it? Have you noted down? What is the format of note making? It is like because free marks are given to you. What are you supposed to do? Passage is written, you have to read it and you have to give the crux of the passage. So very easy, but you should know the art of getting the marks in this. This is the way we do. Comprehension is also, if you are able to read it well, you will be able to get marks in even note making. At least try to practice. Nobody has done the practice of note making except half of the class, I guess. They appeared in the test practice. So I'll be sending you a passage also so that you practice hard. Let's do one. Now see what is the indented format I need to say. Reading. Fine. Whatever is the heading, you double underline. Okay. Then after that, see this is the you can say your sheet where marking is done. And now this is the time to join the class when we have already done. So first subheading, single underline it. Now where to write 1.1, 1.2, you have to leave a space. Okay. Then we will write 1.1, 1.2 notes here. Whatever notes you are making, fine. Indentation, subheadings will be here in the same. Notes will be in the same indentation. Okay. It should be perceivable कि हाँ सही indentation end का. Fine. Suppose, okay, second subheading. 2.1. See this subheading. Here, इसके नीचे आ रही है. Single underline it. 2.1 notes are there. 2.2 notes are there. 2.3. Sometimes what happens? Some points have sub points as well. What do we do? Ignore in that case. Yes, 2.3.1. Where do we write that? Indentation will be moved forward. Like suppose 2.3 point is there. Advantages of good communication skills. Suppose whatever advantages of having the knowledge of computers, whatever point you are writing. Suppose it has more sub points, the same passage. Then you can also write 2.3.1 sub notes, 2.3.2 sub notes, right? But it will be shifted further. Clear? So it will be very intricate. The students who are able to do it smartly do it. Otherwise, you can skip it also. It is not compulsory again. But this is compulsory. This is not. This is optional. It depends upon the passage again. Does it have sub points or not? Is it clear? Naman, are you able to perceive what I'm saying? Not moving with the board. Please. Clear is it? How many subheadings? Okay, tell me. Harnoor. How many subheadings I told you? No, three. I haven't said 3. Yes, Jacqueline. How many subheadings? 4 to 6. Okay, minimum 4, maximum 6. So can't hold के बैठिए please. Half knowledge is more dangerous than no knowledge. Here, this is the format, so you will keep on writing. Suppose 4 तक आपने लिख लिया, first subheading होगी, second होगी, third होगी, fourth होगी. What next? Key to abbreviations. Okay. Abbreviations you will be using in between the notes. Yes, Diksha, how many abbreviations? Means you are not clear. You're still having doubts on yourself. Please listen carefully. Let me again speak. 4 to 6 subheadings, so 4 to 6 abbreviations. ऐसे याद रहेगा? Let it make easier for you. Okay. Now, after writing 4 subheadings, what we will do? Let me read it. Key to abbreviation. You will take a box. Lines and columns and rows, right? You will draw a box. In this, you will be writing on one side you will be writing contracted form, on the other side you will be writing expanded form. And this is the term we use for it. To make it very simple, short form. Suppose symbol आपने बीच में use किया था and. Full form is and. Suppose you use the CONV. Full form is conversation. It depends on the passage. यही नहीं लिखना है. Getting my point? It depends on the passage. Suppose you have used the COMM. The full form is communication. This you have to take. It depends. All the words cannot be contracted. Fine, there are some words which can be broken into parts. Then you can make. And specifically, they are basically nouns. They are not verbal adjectives or verbs. Basically, but they can be more to it. Jyotrit, am I audible? Are you attending the class? Itna late join kara aapne. So you have to fill this box, fine, in that way. So in that way, you will be writing minimum 4, maximum 6 abbreviations. Okay. Here and after that, summary or summarization. Now, how to write summary? Into 100 or 120 words, means 10 to 12 lines are sufficient. Whatever notes you have made in short form, phrases use करे थे, expand them into sentences, full blooming sentences, okay? And write down the summary. Fine, do not copy paste lines from the passage. Just write in your own words. Fine. The above passage is about art of conversation. Fine. Whatever is written in your own words. Clear? But after reading the summary, idea of the whole passage should be clear. The way you have written in notes. क्या difference है इसमें सुनकर notes और summary? Yes, fine. Notes में phrases, fine, but message वहाँ भी clear होना चाहिए. But in summary, full sentences. Let's do one example. Because unless and until we do example, there can be some confusion. We don't want to leave any confusion now. Let's do one example. See title or heading. Both words you can use. You will use this word title. Okay, ये word लिखना है आपको. Title. Art of conversation. Conversation लिख दिया, double underline it. And write in capitals. This carries 1 mark directly. Fine? 1 mark is to be given to this title. Then Then after this, let us start your subtitles or notes, you can say, in common language. So, number one, conversation most easily. Even in the books, you know, they have done wrong. They're writing sentences in subtitles. You're not supposed to. Fine, so do not follow the books as well. But for the example's sake, I have taken importance of conversation support and writing. Single underline it, colon. Fine. I can use abbreviation in subtitle. Okay. But avoid, even I could use their conversation, but I avoided it. Too much of this in the subtitle will not let us understand the subtitle as well. Conversation को बीच में कहीं use कर लेते हैं. Here you have to be smart in that. So importance of conversation. They are not written like this, so 1.1. Suppose there is one word they have used confidence. Your NF also you can use. And I'm using this symbol here. How many abbreviations I have used till now? 1, 2, 3. Maybe over 3. Right? Helps both speaker and listener. Even you can list is in itself is a word. So वो avoid करना list word नहीं कर सकते हो. Fine. So suppose this is our first subtitle. Then okay, beta, we are doing example of note making. Indentation, you have to be very, very particular. Suppose qualities of a good conversationalist. This is to be mentioned. You can also brief it as per your choice. Fine. 2.1. Clarity of speech. And a very important thing I missed. Anybody can tell me anything about abbreviation if you remember? Yes, Simon. Very good. I have to underline it. Please call it when you star, star, star. Or you can also underline it. Depends. एक चीज करनी है. Either underline it or you star. So that checker can easily find that you know. Okay, you have used abbreviations and where to find it. Highlight your. See, for the safer side, I will be writing 2 more. Otherwise, 4 are sufficient. Because 1 marks for the abbreviation, half a mark 1 word. or you can say 0.25. Okay, swapping 0.25 you want it, but we will deduct if one is correct, 3 incorrect, कोई marks नहीं मिलेगा. When 2 are correct, half a mark. 3 are correct, half a mark. What my points of benefit? नहीं मिलने वाला. Clarity of speech 2.2. Yes, Jodhpreet and Anjali, both clear? Okay. Clarity of speech, qualities of a good conversationalist. Self-confidence is there. Good vocabulary, vocab. Uses good vocabulary should be there. So, I need to uses. The person who is good conversationalist uses good vocab. This is also our abbreviation. Okay. Now, can you see the indentation clearly? This side, title in the center, title word is to be used. So, in that way, first, second, third may suppose they have mentioned what to be avoided while conversing. Fine, आपका subtitle है what to be avoided. Don't do this, don't do that, not to. Fine, repeat words, clarity of speech, whatever points are given in the passage, what not to be done के वो लिखोगे. And then fourth subheading you will make. Fine, how to improve conversation, learn new words, short sentence है ना, improve vocabulary. Fine, practice speaking in front of the mirror. Whatever points are there in the passage, हमने pick up नहीं करना है यहाँ पे कुछ भी. Whatever is written in the passage, you have to write it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose हमने 4 कर लिया just to save the time I'm saying. Okay. Then what is there? Yes, you will tell me. Kathy, what to write here now after we are done? Yes, let's make E. You can get full marks in this. You know that if you are smart enough to do this, you will get full marks. But if you are going to commit super silly mistakes in abbreviations, the title got delete, you missed indentation or something like that, then do not expect. Here, key to abbreviations now. Tell me the words. Yes. Namad. Namad बताएगा. Yes. Tell me the words. I have used for abbreviations. Yes. Important. I will be writing IMT. I will be expanding it. Yes. Like it's like flow only because there is no space. That's why I'm making this. Title, subtitle, 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 subtitle. उसके नीचे keep your abbreviations. उसके नीचे summary. Just go on to the next pages. Yeah, इधर कुछ नहीं है. Left, right, and all that. कुछ नहीं है इसमें. Don't get them. Confidence and serial orders में लिखना है please. For this quality. That 6 should be there other than 4. If you are damn sure that okay, my all 4 are correct, then go for 4. If you are 100% sure that my all applications are correct, then go for 4 if you do not have time. If there is doubt, then go for 6 or 8. Yeah, it's okay. Then summary. Write down one passage. You'll get to know how to write the summary as well. Conversation is the easiest and, or just listen to me if you don't want to write. Okay, just listen. Conversation is the easiest and the most effective tool than other arts. To have such attractive quality, you need to pick a subject that interests your listeners more than you. Talk to your friends on topics that can indulge your friends in the conversation for a longer period of time. Being a good conversationalist, you have to be quick and witty. You should have a pleasant and unhurting quality. Mannerism should be avoided. That will make you the good conversationalist. I'm not picking up from here. I'm just on the basis of the passage which is given. I have read out a passage here. Okay. But your idea should be in your summary, all the points and tenses should be written on the basis of what is there in the notes. Any doubts to anyone regarding any of the points? Yes, Jacqueline, is it clear? Make sure it is clear to you all. Yes, sir. I told you this 100 to 120 words. You did not count the words, means 10 to 12 lines, but it should have the crux of the whole passage. Here, you can just start with this. Conversation is the easiest or the most effective tool among us the art. Whatever is the baseline. Online children, is it clear? Both of you? Okay.